Good day. For those just joining us on 6-Minute Napoleonic News, there is breaking news that the admired war general, Napoleon Bonaparte, has issued the Constitution of the Year 8, thus establishing Bonaparte as the first consul of France, Napoleon I. This will finally end the bloody revolution. The people of France are enthusiastic about this event and are hopeful for a bright future. Those few who are unfamiliar with Napoleon, he was up until recently a general with many victories like the annexation of Belgium and the invasion of Italy, resulting in the Treaty of Campo Formio. Still not convinced of the sensation of Napoleon? Let us hear directly from the people of France.
Napoleon Bonaparte. How do I even begin to explain Napoleon Bonaparte? Napoleon Bonaparte is flawless. He has 2 shiny swords and a black stallion. I hear his weaponry is insured for $10,000. I hear he fights wars in Italy. His favorite hobby is combat. One time, he met Abbe Saez on a horse and buggy. And he told him he was short. One time, he punched me in the face. It was awesome.
Here we have Pope Pius VII with us to discuss the concordat he and Napoleon have made.
Yes, Napoleon had his clergy accept that our church lands are now lost and that the state is superior to the church.
Interesting. What did you and the church get out of this deal, Pope Pius?
Many things, like, actually, Napoleon has fooled us. I now realize we have got nothing out of this deal. I am renouncing the Concordat of 1801.
Oh well.
By the order of Napoleon, you are being placed under house arrest.
Dang it! Welcome. Napoleon, consul for life, is determined to squash Great Britain. Although there was a truce between France and England called the Peace of Amiens, he will not give rest on the Berlin Decrees, which he had created previously to prevent French allies from importing British goods. He is set out to achieve having zero trade between Great Britain and the rest of Europe. To try and make this possible, Napoleon created the Milan Decree, which will even go as far as to prevent neutral nations from trading with Britain. This strategy, the continental system, did not collapse Great Britain's economy, but damaged the European economies. Thank you.
Napoleon has amassed an army of roughly 600,000 troops to invade and conquer Russia. He has grown to be impatient and even paranoid of the military threat that they pose. Napoleon thought that defeating the Russians would not take long and would be over before their harsh winters. He was wrong, for he did not anticipate the bizarre tactics of the Russians. Our news crew caught up with some Russian army men recently, and here's what they had to say.
Didn't see that one coming, did you, Napoleon? We burn our crops and land, so you can't get it.
We burn our own crops. We'd rather be insane than have the little French moose get us.
The Russians, completely admirable in a psychotic kind of way.
And coming up next, we will show our exclusive interview with Napoleon himself after this commercial break.
I've been looking for soldiers. Mine are starving and freezing. How long have you been out here? I've been looking for troops for 9 hours. Well, then you must try my grow a soldier. Grow a soldier? Ah! Get the flower pot in the water. Mix it all together. It's ready! You are my new recruit. Are you ready to fight the Russians? I'm ready.
Grow a soldier, only available for Napoleon. Yields roughly 1 soldier. We are here with Emperor Napoleon I. Hello, Napoleon.
Bonjour, I am the great Napoleon Bonaparte.
We know. Now, Napoleon, many people would like to know how a great war general like yourself lost out to the Russians.
Oh, please, we did not lose. We just realized it was, worthless venture. I'm Napoleon, I did not lose.
But you lost to Great Britain with their superior navy, such as in the Battle of Trafalgar.
Ugh, those disgusting Brits. I will defeat them if it is the last thing I do.
Would you say winning has become a significantly large part of your life?
Winning is my favorite thing to do. I'm by winning. Win here, win there, win everywhere.
If that is so, how could you have been so ill-prepared at the Battle of Borodino? You left with 600,000 men and returned with maybe 100,000. So many are angry with you.
It is not my fault that the stupid Russians are crazy enough to fight with a scorched earth policy. People are mad. I don't care. I can stand that. Napoleon, out.
Okay.
European countries have formed alliances or coalitions numerous times to stop Napoleon's domination of Europe. In the last coalition Europe formed to defeat Napoleon, he finally was been conquered at Leipzig in the Battle of Nations. Napoleon has given up his power and will now be exiled to the island of Elba.
In Napoleon's absence, the Bourbon family has been restored, and no longer shall one state dominate Europe.
Unfortunate news for most, Napoleon has escaped Elba and is now residing in France. A seventh coalition has been formed against him by Britain, Russia, Prussia, Sweden, Austria, and parts of Germany. Here is his defeat at Waterloo.
Napoleon!
I see you guys have come to defeat me once and all. No, you will never. I have been defeated. Going. Napoleon will return to exile, but this time far away in St. Helena. How could my family just leave me here alone on an island? Alone. Lonely. I am so lonely. I have nobody.
As we begin to move out of the age of Napoleon, the romantic questioning of the supremacy of reason has become a major part of our society. Romantic literature has even been seen being read by the people backstage.
Hey, Christina, what are you reading?
A romantic novel called Lucinde by Schlegel that attacks the prejudices of women.
What's a romantic novel?
It's a novel from the Romantic movement,
Wow!
which was a reaction against Enlightenment thought and focused on nature and mythology.
Neato!
That concludes this segment of 6 Minute Napoleonic News.